Sometimes when I see people arguing about the rapture, post trib, pre trib, no rapture, all these arguments, I wonder if everyone's got it wrong, right? Because back in the day, the church people of that time, the Pharisees and all them, they had the scripture memorized and they knew it word for word. But when the word in the flesh came, they didn't recognize him because they were so learned in their mind that they weren't in tune with the actual Spirit of God, right? So it makes me just wonder sometimes, like, what if we really don't know the specifics? What if he left that, like, out, like when Jesus came, even his disciples, they thought that Jesus was going to save them from Roman oppression, from the government oppressing them. They thought he was going to come and just like rescue them from the temporal issues, the stuff they could see, the people, places, and things. But Jesus came to change the eternal things. He came to save people from sin. He came to save them from the oppression of that. And he didn't do anything about the Romans. And I think that's one of the reasons why Peter might have denied him, because here he is getting arrested and he's about to be killed. And they were just kind of like waiting for Jesus to just bring his kingdom to earth, establish the kingdom. The prophecy said that Jesus would establish his kingdom on earth, but they didn't understand. It was a spiritual kingdom. And later on, a physical kingdom when he makes all things new, right? In eternity, when he makes a new heaven and a new earth. But do you see how even the ones who were the closest to Jesus, they got it mixed up? So church people of today, us as Christians today, like, we're bound to have some error, Like, I don't want to try to figure everything out because I don't ever want to put God in a box that I made with my own mind. That's why he says don't lean on your own understanding, right? Because so many times it's wrong. Even people who were close to God got it wrong. People who walked with Jesus every day and saw him do miracles, they got it wrong. They misunderstood him. So who are we to think that we never misunderstand? So that's why when people hold so fast to their doctrine and to their belief, as far as like rapture stuff, things where it's not completely clear, once saved always saved, the things where you can kind of find scripture to either confirm or argue against it. There's some things that seem to contradict each other, but it's not that it's contradicting. It's just that we don't have the full understanding or revelation of it all, and nobody on this earth is going to have a full revelation, right? So I think that maybe we shouldn't try so hard to figure out God and work more on just trusting him and loving people. I think that we would be more pleasing to God if we worked on that instead of, I don't know, spending so much time trying to convince other people of our certain belief over little things that really don't matter. Like whether the rapture happens now, later, whether Jesus comes back in a week or 200 years from now or even more, like, let's just be ready, right? Because we don't know when the last day is. Like, some people, tonight is their last day because they're gonna die. Like, perspective. We just have to be ready for him and do what he said, which was love him and love people. So I don't know, just thinking out loud, late night thoughts.